My reselling business consistently makes me over 10k per month. But here's the thing, I started it all with £0 in my bank account. No money, no experience, no clue what I was actually doing. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same. How you can start a reselling business with no money. We're going to break this video down into 3 steps. Step 1, £0 to £100. How to make your first bit of money with no investment. Step 2, £100 to £500, turning our first bit of money into profit. And step 3, £500 plus, the final step that allowed me to scale my business to 10k a month. So let's get into it. You might be asking yourself, how am I meant to make money if I have no money to invest? How do I turn 0 into 100 as quickly as possible? Well, you must look at what you already have. And what you have is clothes that you no longer wear. I want you to go through your entire wardrobe. Anything that you haven't worn in the last few months, sell it. You don't wear it, it's just sitting there. And so it's literally free money hanging in your wardrobe. And don't just stop at your own stuff. Ask your family, mum, dad, brothers, sisters, friends. Everybody's got clothes that they no longer wear. And the majority of people will be happy to get rid of it. In fact, you will probably be doing them a favor. And then, with all the old clothes that you've accumulated, you're going to sell them on Vinted. You're going to take photos, you're going to write a title and a description, you're going to price it to sell, and you're going to upload it. Don't overthink it at this stage. Just get items listed and start making sales. And I need you to understand that this step isn't just about making £100, it's about learning the process of reselling. Learning how to photograph, how to write listings, making your first sales, getting reviews, and overall just familiarizing yourself with the process of selling something on Vinted. And learning these skills is what's going to allow you to make money in steps 2 and 3. And if you can't be bothered selling your old clothes, what else are you going to do? You literally have no money. But once you've done this, once you've completed this first stage and have £100 saved up, well, this is where things start to get interesting. Now that you have £100 saved up, we can use that money to invest in cheap, low-risk items to sell for a profit. But where do we get these cheap items that are low-risk investments? Well, the first place is car boot sales. Every weekend there are car boot sales near you where people are turning up to a field and selling their old items for pennies. And it's your job to get there early, walk around and find cheap clothes that you can sell for a profit. And the same principle applies to charity shops. You can Google search to find ones near you and go through them every week. These methods of sourcing are slept on and literally a cheat code. Why? Because you're buying items as cheap as £1, £2, £3 and selling them for £20, £30 plus, sometimes even more. And if you don't believe me, well, here's a Stone Island jumper I bought at a car boot sale for 50p, and 3 days later I sold it for £60. It's also extremely low risk because you're buying one item at a time, you know exactly what you're buying, and you're not spending much per item. I promise you, it's almost impossible to lose money here. And on top of that, every time you buy something, you're building your knowledge of what sells and for how much. And let me tell you something, this is going to be extremely useful for step 3. And that knowledge increases, and therefore over time you start getting faster at spotting profitable items. And this is what it looks like in practice. You're at a car boot or charity shop, you walk past an item and you're unsure whether or not it's worth money. And you can literally pull out your phone, search to see what items are selling for, and then go back and make a decision on whether or not it's worth buying. And eventually you don't even need to check if it's worth money, you just know. And you can also do the exact same thing on Vinted by sniping cheap, underpriced items to resell for more. So those are your 3 methods of sourcing: car boot sales, charity shops, and Vinted sniping. And if you can do them consistently for a month, you will easily have around £500 profit. And then we can use that money to scale. In order to actually scale a reselling business, you need to buy from wholesale suppliers. And what this means is, instead of buying one item at a time, you're buying items in bulk. The individual items are cheap, but you're spending £500 plus on a delivery. And once that delivery arrives, you break each item down individually. You wash them, you iron them, you photograph them, you list them on Vinted and sell them for £15 to £20 profit. Sounds simple, but unlike step 2, wholesale suppliers can be extremely risky, and the majority of people lose money. You're buying in bulk, you don't know the exact items and quality that you're going to receive, and if you buy from the wrong supplier, you're going to get sent rubbish and barely make any money. Therefore, you need to know exactly what to buy and exactly where to buy it from before you move on to this step. Now, most people jump straight into wholesale. They find a supplier, spend £500, don't know what they're buying, don't know how to photograph it, don't know how to price it to make profit, and guess what? They end up losing money. But here's the thing. If you had followed step 1 and step 2, you would already have the knowledge and the skills. You know what sells, you know how to photograph, you know how to upload things, and you know how to price. Therefore, you can use that knowledge in order to invest into your first wholesale supplier. And you can use your skills to process the delivery, to upload it, to price it, and to sell it for profit. But you're only able to do that because you followed step 1 and step 2. And this is the step that allows you to start making serious money, which allowed me to scale my business to consistent 10k months. Now, I know you're probably thinking, where do I find the right suppliers? How do I know what to buy? How do I avoid losing money? And if I broke down every supplier, every item, every system that I use in my business, we'd be here all day. And the majority of you probably wouldn't even watch the whole video. So instead, I've put everything into one place. Every question that you'll ever have is answered inside. And you can click the link in the description to find out more. But regardless, if you're watching this with no money in your bank account, you shouldn't be worrying about that right now. Your only job should be selling your old clothes that you no longer wear, saving up the cash, then moving on to low-risk investments from charity shops, car boots, and Vinted sniping, and then using your skills and knowledge to invest in wholesale suppliers once you have £500 saved up. And so you now know the 3 steps you need to take in order to start Vinted reselling with no money.